Okay, so today we're doing the rules for multiplication and division of integers. Multiplication and division is far easier than addition and subtraction. Remember, mostly in mathematics you have one set of rules for addition and subtraction, and you have one set of rules for multiplication and division. And a lot of it stems from BODMAS or BOMDAS, whichever one you have talked about with your teacher. Okay, obviously with brackets, other, multiplication, division, addition, subtraction. Don't forget that these two here and these two here can be in any particular order. So the D could be here and the M could be here. Likewise, the S could be there and the A could be there. So when we get into a situation where we have 3 times 4 times 6 divided by 2, you work from left over to the right, rather than saying, oh well, my teacher taught me to do BOMDAS, which means that multiplication comes first, which means I do this one first, but my teacher taught me to do BODMAS, which means that I have to do this part of the sum first. So remember, these two can be changed, and when your sum only has those left in it, then we work from left to right. So with multiplication and division of our negative numbers, here it says the rules for multiplication and division of integers can be developed by considering repeated addition. For example, 4 groups of -3 is -3 plus -3 plus -3 plus -3, which equals 12. Okay. Likewise, 4 times -3 equals 12. Also, -3 times 4, since -12, since A times B equals B times A. A little bit complicated, that section. There's 2 main rules that I want you to think about, and they are outlined here in our key ideas. The product or quotient of 2 numbers of the same sign, okay, the same sign, positive or negative, it doesn't matter, is a positive number, okay? So, it's really important. When I turn over the page, I'm going to write that one down. And the product or quotient of 2 numbers of the opposite sign, so if they're positive and negative, is a negative number. Okay? 2 really important rules. So, to simplify that down, if both numbers, that's my short way of writing numbers, are the same, you get a positive. Okay? If both numbers are different, and in different we mean a positive and a negative, you end up with a negative number. So the same as what the key idea said, the product quotient of 2 numbers is a positive, okay, that are the same, and the product or quotient of 2 numbers of the opposite sign is a negative number. So both your numbers are the same, so if they're both positive or they're both negative, you end up with a positive number. If both numbers are different, okay, so a positive and a negative, you end up with a negative number. I'm going to put this off to the side because I need to remember that. It's really important. Alright, let's have a look at some of the questions in here. You'll notice that usually I start at the fluency section. Okay, I feel that most people have a firm understanding in the understanding already. Okay, so the majority of the time we'll start in the fluency section and work our way down. So here we go. I've got my rule here. Calculate and answer these products. Products means times, so we're doing multiplication to start off with. 3 times -5. Now, let's think about this. If both numbers are the same, are these the same? Well, that's a positive, that's a negative. They're not the same. So if both numbers are different, we're going to end up with a negative. So this is rather easy. 3 times -5. Everyone here knows what 3 times 5 is. It's 15. But both our numbers are different, so that means we end up with -15. All right? Let's have a look at this one. G. -12 times -12. Well, we're starting to do large timetables, but everyone here should know they're 12 times tables. 12 times 12, well, 10 times 12 is 120, 11 times 12, 132, and 12 times 12, 144. So we know that the answer is going to be 144. But do we know if it's going to be a positive or a negative? Well, if both numbers are the same, it equals a positive. If both numbers are different, it equals a negative. Guess what? We've got a negative and a negative. So both the numbers are the same. That means it's going to be a positive. So negative 12 times negative 12 equals 144. It's the same here with this question. Calculate the answers to these quotients. Well, quotients, that means division. So let's have a look here. Negative 19 divided by negative 19. Our rules are the same. If both numbers are the same, it will be a positive. If both numbers are different, it will be a negative. We've got two negatives, which means that 19 divided by 19 is 1. Okay? What about this one here, 5a? 14 divided by negative 7. Well, in this case, everyone knows that 14 divided by 7 is 2, but is it going to be negative or positive? If both numbers are the same, it's positive. If both numbers are different, it's negative. We've got a positive number and a negative number, which means that we'll have negative 2. And basically we just work on down the page, and the last one I'm going to look at is these. Okay, once again, we talked about BOMDAS or BODMAS before. You must work from left to the right. Well, we've got division and multiplication here. So all we do is we cover up that last one. Negative 1 times 5. Well, 1 times 5 is 5. We have one negative and one positive, which means that our number is going to be negative because both of our numbers are different there. So our answer is 5 and it's negative 5. We can cross that bit out. We can put our negative 5. Negative 5 times negative 3. Well, 5 times 3 is 15. But is it going to be positive or negative? In this case, we have a negative and a negative. So if both numbers are the same, it will be a positive. So in this case, 5 times 3 will equal positive 15. Hopefully that helps. Good luck.